Alright, let's talk about One Piece Egghead Island funny moments. In the first episode, where Nami proves she might actually have Conqueror's haki. Luffy gets demoted to house pet, and Buggy finances his way into emperor status like the ultimate scammer. So first up, we got Luffy being... The man thought it'd be a great idea to yeet the Sunny off a waterfall instead of, using the safe and rational option like a normal person. Naturally, this means Nami is ready to commit a full-on war crime. She locks him in a cage, and Jinbe, being the responsible adult, tries to tell her to chill since everyone's fine. Bad move. Nami's so mad that believes she has Supreme King Haki. Man is shaking. Meanwhile, Chopper's over here giving survival tips like, "Bro, just don't exist near her when she's mad." Probably the smartest thing he's ever said. And speaking of Chopper, it's bounty update time. Everyone's hyped to see their new numbers, but Chopper, yeah, man's bounty went up to a whopping 1,000 belly. That's like 10 bucks. The Marines still think he's the crew's emotional support animal, and he is not having it. Meanwhile, Nami's bounty jumps to 366 million and she has the most relatable reaction ever. She's terrified because, let's be real, even she would kidnap herself for that money. Then there's Frankie, who should be celebrating his 394 million bounty, except the Marines did him dirty. They didn't even use his face. His wanted poster is literally just the Sunny's figurehead. Man got outshined by his own ship. Absolutely tragic. Usopp, on the other hand, is having a full-blown existential crisis because his bounty hit 500 million. The guy just wants to be a background character, but fate said now, you're main cast now. Now we get to the real drama, Sanji v Zoro. Round 829, Sanji sees his new bounty, 1.032 billion. He's hyped for about 3 seconds until he sees that Jinbe's bounty is higher at 1.1 billion. Jinbe is literally just standing there existing, but Sanji takes this as a personal attack. Meanwhile, Zoro's out here flexing his 1.1 billion bounty and rubbing it in like a true rival. Naturally, this means we get another classic Sanji v Zoro brawl. Place your bets, folks. And then we cut to Buggy, the biggest fraud to ever do it. His entire crew thinks he pulled off some insane 4D chess move by recruiting Mihawk and Crocodile, but in reality, my guy is literally begging for his life. Crocodile has him by the hair, Mihawk has his sword ready, and Buggy is out here speedrunning excuses like he's about to get grounded by 2 strict dads. Crocodile's mad because he and Mihawk were supposed to be in charge, and now everyone thinks Buggy's the big boss. Mihawk, he's just embarrassed to even be associated with this circus. The best part, Buggy didn't even want to be emperor. His crew just went roggy and printed posters making him look like the mastermind. And the world just rolled with it. The Marines see this go full Peep Sylvia conspiracy mode and decide, yeah, this dude is definitely the biggest threat. Slapping him with a 3.189 billion bounty, Buggy accidentally financed his way to the top, and now he has to live the lie. This man is the ultimate definition of fake it till you make it. Marco just got dropped off near Whitebird's homeland by Shanks and his crew. But Shanks, being Shanks, just can't let him go without one last recruitment attempt. Shanks is out here trying to sign Marco like he's a 5-star draft pick, but Marco isn't having it. He straight up tells Shanks he's too old and tired to babysit a crew full of wild pirates. And the best part, even Shanks' own crew agrees. You know it's bad when your own boys are like, yeah bro, you are a handful. Shanks is left standing there, probably questioning his entire personality. Shanks, Flashback to before the Straw Hats left Wano. Luffy finds out Yamato isn't coming along and he is shooketh. Luffy and Sanji react they just got told the last piece of meat got eaten. Yamato's out here giving a whole responsible explanation about Wano's safety. But Luffy's still stuck on, wait, so you're not joining? Meanwhile, Zoro, the one guy with common sense, tells Yamato to make sure Momo doesn't take it personally because let's be real, that dude's got fragile pride. Yamato's response. Now don't worry, I'll find another excuse.
行かねえのかよ。やろうぜ海賊。
ヤマトちゅわん、そりゃねえよ。君がいない毎日なんて。わい。
仲間って呼んでよ。
わかってるけど。
On Amazon Lily, Bo Hancock is reflecting on how dangerous it is to stay on the island, but somehow her solution to this existential crisis is peak Hancock logic. Instead of coming up with a battle plan or an escape route, Hancock just casually declares that she should marry Luffy, because obviously, the best way to solve your marine problems is through a shotgun wedding with a guy who has no clue what romance is. Gloriosa, the ultimate tired grandma, is done with this nonsense. You can almost hear her mentally screaming, "Girl, this is not the time."
こうなったらルフィに嫁ぎたい。
それはずっとじゃろ。制度が撤廃された今。
Blackbeard and his crew pull up to Amazon Lily mid-marine invasion, and things immediately get chaotic. Blackbeard sees the new pacifista, and for the first time in forever, the dude actually looks shook. This isn't just any weapon. It's a Lunarian child swinging a sword bigger than him and casually slicing mountains in half. Blackbeard, who usually laughs in the face of danger, immediately hits the emergency black hole button like he's panicking in a video game. Meanwhile, Kobe's in the background just trying to keep some order.
おい、嘘だろ。パシフィスタがガキ。
Blackbeard's got Hancock in a chokehold. Kobe's trying to negotiate legend himself.
海軍の包囲は予想したが、島の形が変わるほどとは。レイリー。おい、白ひげの見習い小僧。大人げないが、私はお前が嫌いでね。
あのシルバーズレイリー。
Rayleigh rolls up. Rayleigh doesn't just walk in, he makes an entrance. Man pulls up all, "Sorry I'm late," like he didn't just step into one of the most tense standoffs in history. Blackbeard, who was ready to body Hancock a second ago, suddenly acts like he's got somewhere else to be. And then Rayleigh casually flexes by saying, "Look, I'm too old to fight you, but let's be real. You don't want to smoke with me." Blackbeard, the same guy who fights Marines for fun, actually listens. That's what we call peak reputation. The Straw Hat crew just got their hands on the latest news, and it's a roller coaster. Sabo's accused of killing Cobra, Vivi's missing, and Luffy's reaction, immediate chaos. Instead of thinking things through, his first instinct is, alright, set sail for Arabasta. Zoro, the only functioning adult here, reminds him that Vivi was last seen in Marie Joie. Luffy, completely unfazed, just switched destinations like he's picking a lunch spot. Meanwhile, Sanji is down bad for Vivi. Chopper's crying over Cobra, and Nami is trying to keep it together. Oh, and Karibo. Yeah, dude's still in a barrel, just getting kicked around mid-chaos.
参謀総長サボ、アラバスタの王コブラを暗殺。
その娘、同国王女ビビ失踪。
うわー、どんな気持ちでどこにいるんだビビちゃん。無事でいてくれ。
アラバスタに行こう。今から。
だからコブラ王は死んだんだよ。ビビも失踪だぞ。マリー城でな。
じゃあマリージョアに行く。
ビビちゃん。
俺もよし助けに行くぞ。行くぞー。
いい加減にしろお前ら。お前よ、エースの時なんつった？
エースにはエースの冒険があるんだ。
明確な危機までエースの人生を立てたはずだ。ビビを侮ってんのか？誰とでも戦うさ。どうしようもねえ時に騒ぐな。
じゃあ騒ぐぐらい騒がせろ。こいつ鬼だな。鬼ヶ島、緑街道、緑マム、
クソマリモ。黙れ4位。
てめえまたいつからてめえが上だ過去と未来と多くご来館じゃ
The news about Cross Guild and Buggy becoming an emperor drops, and the crew tries to process it. Luffy immediately calls Cap. He knows Buggy well enough to realize this is some straight-up fraudulence.
それだけは間違いだろ間違いかもしれないし
Meanwhile, Robin casually drops that Crocodile and Mihawk are also in this new alliance, and everyone's just trying to make sense of how Buggy ended up as their leader. You can practically hear the collective how. From the entire fandom, Luffy reminisces about his childhood with Sabo and Ace, leading to a rare heartfelt moment. Luffy finally tells his crew what his ultimate dream is, and their reactions are priceless. Usopp immediately calls it impossible, like he just heard someone say they want to live on Mars. Frankie, the hype man, is like, bro, you gotta be Pirate King just to get started on that. The entire crew looks like they just heard the wildest conspiracy theory, but Luffy's dead serious. Classic.
今なんと
面白すぎますそれ。おい、いやお前。
いいなそれ最高だ
お前な、そんなことで。
あ海賊王になったらできるかもしれねえ
Meanwhile, at Marine HQ, Sabo's on the run, and the higher-ups are tracking his every move. The Marines think they've got Sabo pinned down in Lulusia Kingdom, but then the five elders just hit the delete button on the entire island. Like 1 second it's there, the next, poof, you know you're in deep when the literal world government decides you don't exist anymore. Back to the Straw Hats, and they're sailing into some weird weather. They spot a whole human trapped inside a rising column of water. Luffy and Sanji's first instinct, let's save her. Zoro's first instinct, now I'll just slice the water in half. Man cuts through an eddy like it's just another Tuesday. But the best part, Chopper, the tiniest crew member, just yeets himself into the wind. Luffy tries to catch him, but ends up getting yeeted too. Jewelry Bonney wakes up after nearly drowning, and the Straw Hats realize something huge is lurking beneath them. Bonnie's like, yo, there's a monster under Ruse, and the crew looks down. Boom, giant metal shark. And this ain't just any Sea King, this thing's built like a Terminator and immediately tries to eat the sunny hole. Chaos mode activated. Jimby dives in like an absolute boss to rescue the overboard crew, while Frankie's out here activating rabbit mode to escape. And just when you think it can't get worse, torpedoes. Why does a shark need torpedoes? The ship flips, everyone's in the water, and this thing is still out for blood. Just when the crew is about to become shark food, a giant robot shows up out of nowhere. This absolute unit of a robot just punches the metal shark like it's a minor inconvenience. Imagine getting folded by a giant mecha while you're just trying to have lunch. Meanwhile, the Straw Hats are still processing what just happened. Frankie, as the resident tech nerd, is all heart eyes for the robot, while everyone else is just happy to not be dead. And then, the pilot steps out and casually drops, oh yeah, I'm Dr. Vegapunk. Instant jaw drop moment.
知らねえ
私も最悪の世代って言われて
お前も最悪なのか
私はボニー敵だ覚えとけありがとう
気にすんなボギー
ボニーだ
なんだ冷てえあれば無敵だ負けねえさチョッパー
こいつが4個わけわかんねえそういやあの手配書何なんだ
あれはへへお これが自由になった姿だ。
お前らの仲間はどうなった？
なんとかなったろ。
ここへは一人で来た。船はあの鉄の化け物に食われたよ。ふざけんな、まったく。
難儀じゃったの。
Egghead is already wild. Drop your favorite moment below, and that's a wrap for this video. More hilarious Egghead One Piece moments are coming soon, so make sure to sub and stay tuned. Also, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next, whether it's more One Piece chaos or something else wild.